I'm Mike McIntyre, and here's a clip from today's Sound of Ideas. So not necessarily a new idea. A number of states have done it. Florida was really one of the early pioneers in this, but still only 18 states do it. So what's the case for having a sales tax holiday?
Well, from the consumer perspective, we believe that Ohio consumers are just as deserving as consumers in some of the southern and eastern states of getting a tax break. Everyone loves to save money, and it's particularly helpful at back-to-school time when parents are, in a crunch to purchase clothing and footwear and school supplies for their kids. So, why shouldn't Ohioans enjoy the same kind of tax break as other states have?
And it's a break for consumers. Does it help retailers?
Well, it certainly helps retailers, too, although they do. The major retailers run really good sales and promotions during a sales tax holiday. So really, from the perspective of what we've seen in other states and the results of the University of Cincinnati Economic Center study, 80 to 100% of the benefit of a sales tax holiday is actually realized by the consumer.
So the University of Cincinnati talked about those numbers. The number I mentioned earlier, $78 million. However, the Institute of Taxation and Economic Policy contends that the increased sales during the tax holidays have been shown to be primarily the result of consumers shifting the timing of their planned purchases. And they make the case that it ends up just taking money out of the tax coffers. What about that? What about we would have bought back to school anyway? We have to do it.
Well, what we've seen in other states, historically, is not just people waiting to make their purchases. It's the case that while they're out making purchases, they're also putting their savings into taxable items that maybe they've been waiting to purchase, and there's a sale on it while they're out, and they're saving money, so they're going to go ahead and buy it. We're also going to see people crossing the borders into Ohio from our neighboring states that don't benefit from a sales tax holiday. And while they're here making purchases, they'll also dine out, they'll buy gasoline, they'll make other taxable purchases in the state of Ohio. So there will be other areas of tax in the state that will actually benefit. It won't just be about, not having the sales tax on those particular items.
For more great Sound of Ideas conversation, go to ideastream.org/SOI.